Good morning, all of you. Children, we were doing the conditions necessary for chemical reactions, and you know the first condition, it is physical contact or close contact. So when substances they are kept in close contact, or we can say when they are mixed, that time they react. Only that is the condition, and that is the reason why we keep sodium under kerosene oil to prevent it from reacting with moisture present in the air, right? Now next is solution form. See, few substances they do not react at all when they are kept in solid states. For example, I'll just show you an activity based on this, which is also given in your textbook. See, we are taking sodium chloride and lead nitrate in a bowl we are taking, but both of them are in solid state. Okay. Now we keep it for some time. We will observe that there is no reaction. Right. Now what we will do, we will make solutions of both of the solids. Sodium chloride ka solution we made, and we also made solution of lead nitrate. Then when we mixed both of these, what happened? A white precipitate. See, can you see the precipitate? White colored precipitate of lead chloride is formed. Okay. So, here we can say from the formation of precipitate that a chemical reaction has taken place. Okay. A white insoluble solid precipitate immediately is formed, and that is lead chloride. Right, children? We will go back now. Yeah, so we can say that in solution form also, some substances they react only in solution form. Right? Now, some substances they require the presence of heat. Like we can talk about iron and sulfur. When we just mix iron and sulfur, they do not react. But that also in solid form. But when we heat both of them together, they form a compound which is known as iron sulfide. Few reactions, as we discussed, they take place in the presence of sunlight. The best example is your photosynthesis reaction, right? Carbon dioxide and water, both of them in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, they will react and produce glucose and oxygen. Now we had left here, so we will start our topic for today, catalyst. A catalyst is a substance which changes the rate of the chemical reaction. Chemical reaction is taking place, but whatever catalyst will do, it will change the rate of the reaction. Means it will either increase the rate or it can also decrease the rate. मतलब उसकी रेट को चेंज करता है, रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन को, राइट? So, but what happens? It itself does not undergo any change. Catalyst तो जैसा है ना, it will remain in the same way. The catalyst will not change. The composition of catalyst does not change in the reaction. Catalyst, it only increases or decreases, or just we can say it changes the rate of the reaction. Okay. Example, as an example you can take this, what is given here, it is nitrogen and hydrogen to produce ammonia, and the catalyst used here is iron, children. Okay, but in case of potassium chlorate and manganese dioxide, we can use another catalyst. The catalyst used here is manganese dioxide, but this manganese dioxide does not undergo any change. It only produces, or it only helps in the breakdown of potassium chlorate to produce potassium chloride, oxygen and manganese dioxide. The reaction which I just now told, it is given in your textbook, children, right? So this is what a catalyst is. So you have to remember that a catalyst is a substance which increases the speed or decreases the speed of the reaction, but it itself does not undergo any change. ठीक है, तो here it is written to increase the speed or to facilitate the reaction or to make the reaction quick usually, but there are catalyst children which make the reaction slow also. Sometimes even that is required. Okay. Next, electricity we studied yesterday. Now, characteristics of chemical reactions is the next topic. This says how the chemical reactions take. How do we know that a chemical reaction has taken place? Suppose you would be remembering that you have done in physical and chemical change. Color change say how do we get to know whether a chemical reaction has taken place? Remember? So color change is one, evolution of gas is another one, formation of precipitate, then change of state, change of smell, heat, all these tell us whether a chemical change has taken place or not, right? So first we will study evolution of gas. Evolution of gas means if a gas is released, then definitely you can say that it is a chemical change that has taken place or a chemical reaction has taken place. For example, zinc and dilute sulfuric acid, both of them they react and they form hydrogen chloride gas. Okay. Similarly, iron, sodium carbonate and hydrochloric acid, both of them also react. The same reaction is there in your textbook also. देखो, whenever we talk about carbonate, no, the gas which is released when carbonate reacts with hydrochloric acid is always carbon dioxide gas. Okay, so carbonates always give out carbon dioxide gas. Okay, so the reaction is given in your books, children. Now next is formation of precipitate. Precipitate, the meaning all of you know. What is a precipitate? It is an insoluble solid formed on reaction of two solutions. Okay, so your precipitate is an insoluble solid which is formed. Which are the two solutions which we are reacting? We can take potassium iodide and lead nitrate. Okay, I will show you one activity for this. Just have a look. Yeah, here is the activity. So what we are doing, children, we are taking potassium iodide and we are mixing it with lead acetate solution. Here we see that a yellow colored precipitate is formed. Okay, so this precipitate, the formation of such a precipitate shows that this here a chemical reaction has taken place, children. Okay, so what are we doing? We are identifying the things which are telling us that yes, a chemical reaction has taken place definitely. Like just we did the evolution of gas. Agar gas is coming out from something, then we can say that a chemical reaction has taken place. Similarly, as we can see, a yellow colored precipitate is formed here. So we can say that a chemical reaction has taken place. Okay. So this is the example of precipitate. We will come back to what we were doing. Yes. Another example can be barium chloride and sodium sulfate. Barium chloride and sodium sulfate, both of them they react, and as a result of the reaction a white colored precipitate of barium sulfate is formed. Okay, so we can see the color of the precipitate, white precipitate, the insoluble substance is formed. So we can say that definitely a chemical reaction has taken place. Okay. Next is change in color. Now some chemical reactions, they are characterized by a change in color. For example, you have iron. You take iron and take copper sulfate solution. Copper sulfate solution is blue in color. Always remember, copper sulfate solution is blue. Okay? So this copper sulfate solution, it will react with iron and form iron sulfate. तो बेटा copper sulfate का color तो blue था, लेकिन slowly as I put iron into it, what did I see? I see that the color has changed to green. Okay, this means this change of color says that a chemical reaction has taken place. Check this activity for this. Activity 3 in your textbook. See, we can take a china dish, porcelain dish, and put sugar in it. ठीक है, sugar initially कौन से color की है? White color, right? Now when we heat this sugar, we will see that the white color sugar changes into a black colored residue. So this black colored residue, what is it? It is actually sugar charcoal. लेकिन because of this color change, we can say that a chemical reaction has taken place there. Okay. Then change in temperature also helps us to identify. Change in temperature matlab what we can say, either heat is released or heat is evolved. This is the 6th point which is given in your textbook. So children, few reactions they give out heat, and in few reactions the heat is absorbed. ठीक है? So with the help of changes in temperature or change in the heat scenario of the reaction, we can say that a chemical reaction has taken place. For example, कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड एंड वाटर. कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड क्या है? क्विक लाइम. जब हम इसको वाटर में डालते हैं, व्हाट हैपन्स? द बीकर बिकम्स वेरी हॉट, so a lot of heat is released during this process. There can be a change of state also, like hydrogen and suppose I'm burning a wax, and the wax which was initially solid, it had turned to liquid state, and finally it turns to gas, isn't it? Because we are actually burning it. So the solid wax gets converted. What are the products of burning, children? The products of burning are carbon dioxide and water. So when we burn wax, the solid wax turns into water, which is a liquid, and carbon dioxide, which is a gas. Hence we can say that this is a chemical change. A chemical reaction has taken place क्योंकि we can say a change in state. Okay. Now there can be a change of smell also. Ammonium chloride and sodium hydroxide, when both of them react, they produce ammonia gas, which has a pungent smell. Okay. Similarly, iron sulfide and dilute hydrochloric acid, they produce a gas which is hydrogen sulfide gas. It has rotten egg smell. So smell of a gas, if there is a smell coming out of a mixture or a solution which you just tried to react, then you can definitely say that yes, a chemical reaction is taking place there. Okay. Now I will just guide you what has to be done in your notebooks, children. We have done activity 1. After activity 1, all the activities you have to do on the blank page. Activity 2, you have to do, the first point is method. Okay. And then you will write, after some time you will write no reaction occurs. Okay. So this is in continuation with the method only. Now take solutions of sodium chloride and lead nitrate in 2 separate tubes. So children, up till here is the method. Then observation. Next heading will be observation. A white soluble, insoluble solid precipitate is formed immediately, which is a new substance known as lead chloride. Okay, and here is the conclusion, the last part, the last two sentences, the last two lines. This shows that some substances react when they are mixed only in solution form. So this activity 2 under the headings of method, observation and conclusion you will mention in your notebooks on the blank page. Okay. Activity 3, again first point method, second observation which starts from here sugar, third conclusion. Okay. You definitely have to write the reaction along with the diagram. Okay, so this also has to be done on the next blank page. Then on the next blank page you will write activity 4. So this is the method from here to here. Then observation starts from here and ends here. Diagram you have to draw. Then you will write the conclusion. Conclusion, how you have to write, children? You will start from here. During a chemical reaction, don't write a chemical reaction, CO2 gas is produced as brisk effervescence. I will send you this PowerPoint so that it will be easy for you to write the reactions. I write the whole activity because I have written everything marked. And one more activity you write today, under the same kind of headings, method, observation and conclusion. This is the conclusion from here to here. Okay, you will write the reaction and you will draw the diagram. Okay, so this was about the activity. Now in your notebooks you also have to write the conditions necessary for chemical reactions. So there are 5 conditions given, children. You should write all the conditions. For example, the first one, the first condition, it is given on page 62. Yes, you can see here, children. You will give the heading conditions necessary for chemical reactions. First point, close contact. For a chemical reaction to take place, the reactants must come into close contact, that is, they should be mixed. Okay, till here you will write. Then you will write this equation. Okay, this equation has to be written. So first point over. Second point, solution form. Some substances react with each other only when they are mixed in solution form. Okay. Then you will write this example. Okay. No need to write all this, children, but definitely you have to study everything from the textbook for your exams. Okay. Read every line of the textbook. Okay. Then third point, heat. Some reactants need to be heated to undergo a chemical change. Up till here you will write and also write the reaction. Then comes your light. Some reactions take place in the presence of light. Here is the reaction. Catalyst. Some reactions need a catalyst to speed up or slow down the reaction. And the equation. Okay. So this 5 points you will cover, and this is also actually the answer of question number 2. They have given 4 conditions, but we will write 5 conditions. So you will write it not as an answer, but I am just telling you that this answer will be covered. Okay. So as you will see this, you will write the heading and start the points. Okay, all these 5 points have to be written on the ruled page, on the line sheets up till here, but this reaction, third reaction, fourth reaction and this fifth reaction, I am talking about only the reactions. These reactions you have to write on the blank sheets. Okay, so whenever you write this, please check that the blank sheet should not have any of the activities. I have given you activities also to be done today. You have to do all these reactions on the blank sheet. On the rule sheet, line paper पे क्या आएगा? Close contact. First point, close contact. Up till here you will write on the blank sheet. Reaction on the left side. Up till here on the rule sheet, reaction on the blank side. Similarly, up till here on line sheet, reaction on blank page. एकदम सामने इसके corresponding. Okay. Light up till light and then reaction on the blank page, catalyst and then reaction on the blank page. So when you write these conditions, you have to see that the blank page should be empty. Actually, you can start the work with after activity 1 now. You can if there is some space left after activity, you have written activity 1, or you can take up the next page. Then अगर activity 1 के नीचे थोड़ी space बची है, then you can write the reactions there only, all these reactions. But if there is no place after writing activity 1, flip the page, take the next page, write everything here, the ruled page and the reactions on the blank page. Okay, then write all the activities. You have ample of time to finish this work. I will ask you whether this work is done or not in the next class that will be there on Monday. Okay, so you have enough time. Please utilize your time, complete the work on regular basis. Okay, if you have any doubt, please feel free to ask me, all of you. It will be you can ask me between 5 and 6 p.m. Message me or call me anyhow you want. Okay, so have a good day, children.